What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today, BCH USD. It's the 13th day of January, and here we are sitting at about $611 with 9 hours and 12 minutes left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Shout out to the Dragon Riders. Here we are, 612, moving down a little bit today. Still a higher low from yesterday's low. We could even go lower, and who cares? It's really not that big of a deal. We got a lot of volume yesterday, and we really didn't go anywhere. All we did was put in a higher low, so I'm not worried about this at all. I think it's abundantly clear, right? I think it's pretty damn clear that we are at the area where you'd expect to bounce. I mean, it's pretty perfect. We go a little bit lower. Oh no, we break below 600. Then whatever, we'll bounce there too. Like we could go. I doubt we go below this low. And even if we do, we can go from there. It's possible, right? But I highly doubt that we do, and I think that we're more at a point to bounce than we are at a point to panic. Um, I kind of hope we're at a point to panic because then I would just buy more. But let's look at the 1 hour time frame. We'll zoom out from there. Okay, 1 hour time frame here. As you're moving down, do you guys notice anything? Right here, you had this kind of zone. There was a lot of volume that came in, and then you broke down. Do you see how there was less volume? You're decaying in volume as you're moving down. Right? You see that? Right? You see how you're moving up. You're moving up and volume's building, but then when the volume decays and it's non-existent as you're trying to build, that's whenever you reverse, right? Same kind of thought. You're moving down, volume's building, and then you continue to move down and your volume's decaying. That's the point at which you probably reverse. It's that simple sometimes, not always, but sometimes, right? You can kind of observe it here. We move down, and here we're moving lower, and there's no volume at all, and so we reversed. But it's not, I don't know if that's fair, because I guess we actually kind of move sideways. Whatever, though. Anyways, the point being, I do think we move higher. We have bullish divergence on our 1 hour RSI. We have a nice looking stochastics here. It's actually reset and looking like it wants to come up. The MACD has a little bullish divergence as well, and it looks like it wants to move higher too. All good looks on the 1 hour time frame. 4 hour time frame here. A little bit of a double bottom on the RSI, which is positive. We like double bottoms on the RSI. We don't like double tops, but we do like double bottoms. What about this? Low to high. We hit the 1272. Okay, cool. Right there. Found support on the 1272. I don't like that we are finding support on the 1272 and then coming up and finding resistance on the 886 and we're back down here. It's the 4 hour time frame. It's not as significant of a time frame, but statistically speaking right now, based off of this fib, we actually would have a higher probability of going down to about 592 to 580. So prepare for that, right? We're at 610. Maybe we do. Maybe we go down to 592 to 580. We bounce there and then we move up. But whatever. Even if we do that, that's fine. But I'm not calling for that. But that this fib is putting that possibility on notice. The indicators disagree with that, but the fibs have a way of overriding indicators. So just pay attention. And if we do that, cool. Buy more. You have a chance to buy below $600. Can you believe it? What an awesome thing that is. It's not a terrible thing. Don't panic sell. The MACD, I mean, we can see it, right? You don't need like the best vision in the world to see what's going on here, right? We're at the point here with our histogram that we typically don't go past. And we typically don't even make it this deep. That's actually one of the deeper readings that we've seen. Pretty similar to most of these readings. But we typically don't go past that level there, right? I mean, at least not since October. That's been how it's been. Throughout October, where crypto has been having a hard time, Bitcoin Cash hasn't really been having a hard time at all. We're at the points in the MACD histogram where we are literally finding support every single time. So I would expect that we are at a low point that we do move up. Again, if we move down to 580, 590, whatever, it's probably going to be a fake out. It'll be a quick reaction down and then an even quicker reaction up. That's my expectation. Looking good. Looking good, in other words, my friends. We're looking really damn good here. Now, I don't like the daily RSI. I actually don't like the daily RSI too much. It looks like you're spilling over, doesn't it? Doesn't it, right? It's like you got this higher low here, you spilled over. Higher low here, you spilled over. I mean, maybe we move up. We've spilled over before and moved up. It's fine. We've spilled over to the upside and it didn't break us out. You know, it's not a perfect thought. What is kind of perfect is that we have a lower low than any of these lows, and we have a higher low, right? It's hidden bullish divergence. Stochastics have reset. We're back at the same areas that we typically bounce, but we could go lower and still that would be true. Like today could close red and tomorrow could close red and that would still be true. The MACD has crossed red, and really since December, we don't really stay red on the MACD for too long, right? These are moments where we typically bounce, so I would expect that as well. We do have a lower low in the MACD with this histogram. That's like the lowest reading that we've had. With higher lows, it's hidden bullish divergence as well. So again, there's bullish momentum that's pent up here. It's just when is it going to release? If the short-term indicators are suggesting anything, I would think that it happens today, tomorrow, the next day. Like I would assume that we're moving up over the coming days. But if I'm wrong in that assumption, if we move down instead, that's still okay. We can still find a higher low outside of this range and still come up, right? I mean, if we drew a line of best fit, that line of best fit would probably connect. Let's see. Let me just get all these here, right? It'd probably connect like this. We're a little bit below that line of best fit. We've done that a few times and still prevailed. It's okay, right? So I'm not really worried if we do go lower. Hopefully nobody panic sells. I think at this point, I mean, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I don't think that anybody who's in Bitcoin Cash at this point is necessarily a FOMO buyer. Unless you bought the absolute high, you were that high, and you've never bought Bitcoin Cash before, and that was your first taste. I don't really think anybody here is a FOMO buyer. I think it's the same people here plus institutional involvement. I mean, really, this is probably all institutional involvement here, but it's the same people here, or even if it's not the same exact people, it's the same people with the same mentality of anybody who's been accumulating Bitcoin Cash for its whole life, right? Nobody's short-sighted with this, right? I would assume that nobody's going to panic sell if we move down, but as we move up, as we move down, somebody's buying, somebody's selling. I get it, but I hope that any of you guys watching this, you understand that even if we go below $600, we are. I mean, hell, man. Even if we go below $400, what we're on the precipice of is so much larger than even that would be, right? We're not going below 400. We're not going below 500. We probably don't even go below $600. But even if we did, the move up is far more dramatic than the move down ever could be. We're waiting. We're patient, I hope. It's clear as day that we've broken out of this little crux here. Once we get a little bit higher, we get above 700, then it's abundantly clear that we are breaking out of this phase here. We break out of that phase, guys, just hold on to your hats, because it's going to get really freaking nuts in a very short amount of time. I'm excited to see what comes next. I've got nothing else to say. I can go into my consistent ramblings and preaching of Bitcoin Cash if you want me to, but maybe I'll save that for another day. Let's look at the ribbons. It's been a second. And I know what the monthly ribbon looks like. It doesn't change too much, but let's just look at the weekly ribbon. I like the weekly ribbon. I mean, it looks like we're starting to get that expansion. So, yeah, I mean, things are probably going to ramp up here pretty soon. Daily ribbon, we're just back testing for support. Cool. You look good. I mean, this whole interaction looks really good. And, of course, the monthly ribbon is spectacular. I mean, this in itself, I don't even need to do TA. You just look at this, and all you got to do is wait. You just got to wait. That's all. It's such a healthy interaction we're having with this ribbon. It's incredible. It really is incredible. Absolutely incredible. You don't see things like this often. Just everything, man. It looks phenomenal. We haven't used the LRO in a while. Revision, yeah, it's a little less, like most indicators, it's a little bit less reliable whenever you're moving sideways and you're choppy and stuff like that. Nothing on the monthly, huh? Oh, let's see. What about the daily? Yeah, see, we're just like choppy, and even though we're moving up, we're still pretty choppy. Not really anything to go off of with the LRO. Anyways, we're in a bullish trend. That much I can say. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I will see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.